5. He claimed 37. But only 5 are confirmed. 5 murders between December 1968 and October 1969. 2 couples, a cab driver, a young woman, and then he stopped killing, or stopped getting caught. Yet, he didn't disappear. He wrote letters, he sent ciphers, he taunted the press, the police, the public, and he won. By every measure he won, he remains unidentified. His name is still a question mark, his face, a composite sketch, his motive, a blank. So how did a man who bragged about his crimes, who mailed his threats to newspapers, who challenged the world to decode his messages, how did he vanish into thin air? The answer is not what you expect. It's not a single suspect, not a lucky break, not a cover-up. It's something stranger, something hiding in plain sight. This is the story of the Zodiac Killer. The letters, the ciphers, the suspects, and the one clue that might have cracked it all, if only anyone had looked close enough. Imagine a killer who left no fingerprints, no DNA, no name, only a trail of coded taunts. 5 confirmed murders, yet he claimed 37. The first came in 1968. A young couple parked at a lover's lane. A gunshot, a body left in the dark. Then another couple, months later, stabbed on a beach. Then a cab driver, shot in the back of the head. The Zodiac struck fast, then vanished. He didn't just kill, he wrote. In July 1969, a letter arrived at the San Francisco Examiner. Inside, a cryptogram, a puzzle, a threat. The paper published it. The public panicked. The killer had a voice now, and he used it to terrorize an entire state. He promised more murders. He signed each letter with a crosshairs symbol. Police had no leads, no witnesses, no motive. Just a shadow moving through Northern California, leaving bodies and riddles. But how did he escalate from murders to psychological warfare with the press? He had already killed twice, but the world didn't know his name. So in July 1969, he sat down and wrote a letter, not to a friend, to the San Francisco Examiner. He demanded front-page publication, or he would kill again. Therefore, the newspaper complied. They printed his puzzle. The Zodiac Killer had found his stage. Why? Because silence was unbearable. He wanted credit, he wanted fear. He claimed 37 victims, but only 5 are confirmed. That gap between boast and reality. The first code arrived in July 1969, a jumble of symbols and letters. Within days, a schoolteacher cracked it. The message confessed to the murders and promised more. But the killer sent 3 more cryptograms. 2 remain unsolved to this day. The FBI, amateur sleuths, the world's best codebreakers, all hit a wall. Then, in 2020, a team of mathematicians finally broke it. The decoded text was chilling. It read like a boast, a confession, and a riddle all at once. The killer claimed to be collecting slaves for the afterlife. He said his name was not in the code, but the solution revealed something else, a signature, a pattern, a possible clue to his identity. Yet the more they decoded, the less they knew. The cipher pointed to a specific location, a name, a motive. But every lead dissolved into contradiction. The code was solved. The killer remained a ghost. Did the solutions bring investigators closer to his identity or push them further away? The letters were not confessions. They were performances. Each envelope arrived with a return address of pure dread. No name, no fingerprints, just a postmark and a promise of more blood. He sent a piece of a victim's shirt, still stiff with dried blood, as proof, a trophy, a taunt. The fabric arrived inside an envelope addressed to the San Francisco Chronicle, and the message was clear: "I am the one, you cannot stop me." He boasted of killing 7 people, though only 5 were ever confirmed. He threatened to shoot school children from a van. He demanded his letters be printed, or he would kill again. The newspapers complied. They had no choice. Every word he wrote became a headline, and every headline fed his hunger for attention. But the most chilling part was the codes. He sent 4 cryptograms, daring the public to solve them. 2 were cracked, one in 1969, another in 2020. The solutions revealed a killer who saw himself as a hunter, collecting souls for the afterlife. Yet the other two ciphers remain unbroken. They sit in evidence lockers, still holding their secrets. The letters turned the investigation into a game. Police chased shadows, decoded riddles, and watched the mail for the next threat. The Zodiac wasn't just killing people, he was killing time, attention, and the certainty that justice would ever catch up. How did his psychological games shape the investigation? He claimed 37 victims, more than 7 times the 5 confirmed. But authorities could only tie him to those 5. Why the gap? Because the Zodiac didn't just kill, he bragged. In his letters, he described murders that never made the news, details only the real killer would know. Yet when detectives dug, they found no bodies, no witnesses, no proof, just his word. Therefore, some investigators believe he inflated his count to feed his ego. Others see a different pattern. The Zodiac struck in remote lovers' lanes, at night with a gun or knife. His victims were young couples, often parked in secluded spots. Across California in the late 1960s, dozens of similar attacks went unsolved. No one claimed them. No one matched the Zodiac's signature. But the geography, the timing, the method, they line up. You look at the map. 5 confirmed dots. Then you see the gaps. Unsolved double homicides, abandoned cars, families who never got answers. The Zodiac's letters taunted police with hints of more. He once wrote that his victims outnumber the known ones. He never gave names. He never gave locations, just a number. 37, 2 of his 4 cryptograms remain unsolved. Could those codes hold the names of the missing? Could other unsolved cases be linked to him? The Zodiac's last confirmed murder was October 1969. After that, the trail went cold, but the letters kept coming. He taunted police, threatened schoolchildren, claimed more victims, yet no arrest. Why? The manhunt was massive, hundreds of suspects, but no fingerprints, no DNA, no witness who could name him. The codes were his signature. 2 of 4 cryptograms were eventually solved, one in 1969, another in 2020. But the solutions revealed no name, just a killer who loved the game. He vanished into the ordinary. Perhaps he died, perhaps he moved, perhaps he's still out there watching the case stay cold. The FBI closed its active investigation in 2004, but the case remains open. Every few years, the Zodiac sent 4 cryptograms. 2 were solved. The first, in July 1969, revealed a boast: he was collecting slaves for the afterlife. The second, cracked in 2020 by an international team, read like a confession, but named no one. The other 2 remain unbroken. That is the trap. The codes were never meant to give him away. They were meant to keep you looking at the puzzle instead of the man. So how did he evade capture while taunting the public? He made the mystery bigger than himself. Every letter, every symbol, every threat, it all pointed to a phantom. The police chased a cipher, not a killer, and the killer knew it. He stopped killing after 1969, but the letters kept coming. The terror outlived the murders. Therefore, the identity remains a mystery because the evidence was always secondary to the legend. 5 confirmed deaths. But he claimed 37. Which number do you remember? A lesson. A story can outrun the truth. The Zodiac built a myth so large that even if you caught him, the myth would survive. That is the real code, the one that locks a case forever, not with a key, but with a question mark. Next time, we trace a different kind of cipher, the hidden monopoly behind the world's most expensive spice. A fortune grown in secret, guarded by cartels, and worth more than gold. Stay curious.